the 2026 Grammy Awards turned into one of the most talked about nights in recent music history after Justin Bieber sparked global controversy with a bold and unexpected appearance on stage. The singer performed shirtless, wearing only a pair of shorts, instantly shifting the focus of the prestigious event from awards to debate. As the spotlight hit the main stage, Bieber emerged without the traditional formal attire associated with the Grammys. The moment created an immediate stir inside the venue. Some audience members appeared stunned, while others applauded the daring move. Within minutes, clips of the performance flooded social media platforms, pushing search terms such as Justin Bieber Grammy 2026, Justin Bieber Shirtless, and Grammy Awards controversy to the top of global trends. Reactions were sharply divided. Supporters praised the performance as a form of artistic freedom and self-expression, arguing that Bieber was challenging outdated expectations of image and presentation in the music industry. Critics, however, labeled the appearance inappropriate for an event regarded as the highest standard in musical achievement. Industry observers noted that the performance succeeded in one undeniable way. It captured worldwide attention in an increasingly competitive pop landscape. While Bieber's appearance dominated headlines, another storyline quietly fueled disappointment among fans. Taylor Swift, a longtime Grammy favorite, was notably absent from the ceremony. Adding to the surprise, her partner Travis Kelce was also nowhere to be seen. Their absence quickly became a trending topic, with fans expressing frustration and confusion across social media. For many viewers, the Grammys felt incomplete without Swift's presence. Speculation spread rapidly, ranging from scheduling conflicts to deliberate privacy choices. Some commentators suggested that Swift's absence reflected a shift in power dynamics, where global superstars no longer rely on award show appearances to maintain relevance or influence. The contrast between the two narratives defined the night. On one side stood Justin Bieber, physically present and visually provocative, commanding the attention of cameras and critics alike. On the other side were Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce, whose absence generated just as much conversation as Bieber's controversial performance. The tension between presence and absence gave the 2026 Grammys an unusually dramatic tone. Sources close to the production later indicated that Bieber's shirtless appearance was not spontaneous but carefully planned as part of a broader artistic statement. Meanwhile, individuals familiar with Swift's schedule emphasized that her decision to skip the ceremony was personal and unrelated to any industry conflict. By the end of the night, the impact was clear. Justin Bieber's performance became one of the most viral Grammy moments of the decade, while the absence of Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce reinforced their cultural weight even without a physical appearance. Grammy Awards 2026 will be remembered not only for its winners, but for a night defined by controversy, expectation, and the powerful conversations that followed. The aftermath of the 2026 Grammy Awards continued to ripple across the entertainment world long after the final trophy was handed out. News outlets, music analysts, and fans alike remained locked onto two dominant narratives that refused to fade: Justin Bieber's shirtless appearance on one of music's most prestigious stages, and the conspicuous absence of Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce from an event they were widely expected to attend. In the hours following the ceremony, major media platforms dissected Bieber's performance frame by frame. Photos of the singer standing confidently under the stage lights, bare-chested and unapologetic, spread rapidly across headlines worldwide. Commentators questioned whether the move was a rebellion against industry norms or a calculated attempt to reclaim the spotlight during a pivotal phase of his career. Search trends reflected the obsession, with millions seeking answers to what the moment truly represented. Cultural critics pointed out that the Grammys have long served as a battleground between tradition and reinvention. Bieber's appearance, they argued, symbolized a broader shift in how artists assert control over their image. In an era where virality often outweighs trophies, a single shocking visual can eclipse an entire night of awards. For Bieber, the gamble appeared to work. Engagement numbers soared, streaming figures spiked, and his name once again dominated global conversation. Yet even as Bieber's performance continued to spark debate, the absence of Taylor Swift created a quieter but equally powerful wave of reaction. Swift has historically been intertwined with the Grammys, breaking records and delivering defining moments year after year. Her decision to skip the ceremony left a noticeable void, one that fans and industry insiders could not ignore. The empty space she left became a story in itself. Social media platforms were flooded with posts from disappointed fans who had anticipated a glimpse of Swift, particularly alongside Travis Kelce. The couple's high-profile relationship had captured public fascination, and many believed the Grammys would provide another iconic appearance. Instead, their absence fueled speculation and analysis, reinforcing the idea that silence can sometimes speak louder than presence. Entertainment analysts suggested that Swift's decision may reflect a strategic recalibration. As one of the most powerful figures in modern music, her influence no longer hinges on award show visibility. By not attending, Swift inadvertently demonstrated her cultural dominance, proving that she can command headlines without stepping onto the red carpet. Travis Kelce's absence only amplified this effect, merging sports celebrity with pop culture intrigue. The contrast between Bieber's bold visibility and Swift's deliberate absence underscored a defining theme of the 2026 Grammys. Attention has become a currency shaped as much by what artists choose not to do as by what they do. This tension kept audiences engaged throughout the night and well beyond it, driving discussions that extended far past the ceremony itself. Behind the scenes, sources indicated that Grammy producers anticipated controversy but were unprepared for the scale of reaction. Bieber's performance sparked internal conversations about the future boundaries of the show, while Swift's absence raised questions about how award ceremonies can maintain relevance in an era dominated by individual brand power. As days passed, the narrative only deepened. Opinion pieces debated whether the Grammys had lost control of their own spotlight, while others argued that moments like these are precisely what keep the ceremony culturally significant. Bieber's shirtless appearance became a case study in modern celebrity strategy, while Swift's no-show was viewed as a masterclass in restraint and mystique. Ultimately, the 2026 Grammy Awards will be remembered less for its list of winners and more for the conversations it ignited. It was a night where shock met silence, where presence clashed with absence, and where the power of image and choice reshaped the meaning of prestige. In a single evening, Justin Bieber, Taylor Swift, and Travis Kelce redefined how influence is measured in the entertainment industry, leaving an imprint that will linger long after the stage lights dimmed. The discussion surrounding Grammy Awards 2026 grew even louder as new angles continued to emerge in the days that followed. What initially appeared to be a single controversial performance and a surprising absence slowly evolved into a broader reflection of how celebrity, relevance, and power now operate in the modern entertainment industry. Music executives began weighing in, noting that Justin Bieber's decision to appear shirtless was a sharp departure from the carefully curated elegance the Grammys traditionally project. Some insiders described the moment as a deliberate disruption, a way to force both audiences and institutions to confront how outdated expectations clash with today's hypervisual, attention-driven culture. Others viewed it as a risky maneuver that could have easily backfired, had the public response leaned more heavily toward backlash than fascination. Data released by streaming platforms added another layer to the story. Within 24 hours of the ceremony, Bieber's catalog saw a noticeable spike in streams across multiple regions. Analysts highlighted this as evidence that controversy, when executed with precision, can still translate into measurable commercial impact. In that sense, the Grammy stage once again proved to be a powerful amplifier, even when the message delivered is unconventional. Meanwhile, the silence surrounding Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce only intensified curiosity. Neither offered immediate public statements, allowing speculation to flourish. Entertainment journalists pointed out that Swift's past Grammy appearances often shaped the tone of the ceremony itself. Her absence this year left room for others to dominate the narrative, yet paradoxically ensured that she remained at the center of conversation without uttering a word. Fans dissected every possible clue, from tour schedules to private commitments, searching for an explanation. However, several industry observers emphasized that Swift's relationship with the Grammys has evolved. Having already secured her legacy through record-breaking wins and historic performances, she no longer needs the validation of presence. By choosing not to attend, Swift may have subtly reinforced her autonomy, signaling that her career operates on her own terms. The dynamic between Bieber's overt statement and Swift's quiet withdrawal created an unusual balance throughout Grammy discourse. One artist used visibility as a tool, the other wielded absence as influence. Together, these opposing approaches highlighted how celebrity strategies have diversified in an era where constant exposure is no longer the only path to relevance. Television ratings for the Grammy broadcast reflected this complexity. While viewership showed modest fluctuations, online engagement soared. Clips, reaction videos, and opinion threads amassed millions of views, suggesting that the true battleground for attention has shifted from traditional broadcasts to digital platforms. Grammy Awards 2026 became a case study in how moments are no longer confined to a stage but live endlessly through screens and conversations worldwide. As commentary continued, some critics questioned whether the Grammys themselves were losing narrative control. When individual actions overshadow the awards, does the institution still define prestige or merely host it? Others countered that this very unpredictability keeps the ceremony culturally alive. In their view, moments like Bieber's performance and Swift's absence inject tension and relevance into an event that risks fading amid a crowded entertainment calendar. Toward the end of the week, the story reached a broader cultural conclusion. Grammy Awards 2026 was no longer just about music. It became a reflection of how fame is performed, withheld, and interpreted. Justin Bieber's shirtless appearance symbolized confrontation and reinvention, while Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce's absence represented control and selective visibility. In the end, the night delivered exactly what modern audiences respond to most: contrast, conversation, and curiosity. Whether through shock or silence, the key figures of the evening reshaped the narrative of what it means to command attention on the world's biggest stages. Grammy Awards 2026 will be remembered not simply as an awards ceremony, but as a turning point in how presence, absence, and controversy define cultural impact in the digital age. As the narrative continued to unfold, the wider implications of Grammy Awards 2026 became increasingly difficult to ignore. What began as a controversial performance and a surprising absence soon evolved into a mirror reflecting the current state of pop culture, where symbolism often outweighs substance and perception can matter more than achievement itself. Public relations experts noted that Justin Bieber's appearance fit a broader pattern seen among global superstars attempting to redefine their public image. By stripping away formality, literally and figuratively, Bieber positioned himself as unpredictable, raw, and unfiltered. In a media environment saturated with polished branding, that kind of visual disruption cuts through the noise. Whether audiences approved or disapproved became almost irrelevant compared to the sheer scale of attention the moment generated. Behind closed doors, conversations reportedly took place among Grammy organizers regarding future guidelines and artistic freedom. While the Recording Academy has historically promoted creative expression, Bieber's performance tested the limits of how far that freedom could extend on a stage long associated with prestige and tradition. Insiders suggested that the performance forced a reassessment of what the Grammys are willing to allow in order to remain culturally relevant. At the same time, Taylor Swift's absence continued to dominate think pieces and fan discussions. Several commentators argued that her decision underscored a generational shift in power. Artists of Swift's magnitude now exist beyond institutional validation. Awards can enhance a career, but they no longer define it. By not attending, Swift inadvertently challenged the assumption that major stars must participate to legitimize an event. Travis Kelce's absence alongside Swift further blurred the lines between entertainment and sports celebrity. As one of the most recognizable figures in professional athletics, his presence at high-profile cultural events has become a talking point in its own right. The fact that both chose to stay away amplified the sense that Grammy Awards 2026 was shaped as much by who was missing as by who was present. As the week progressed, audience sentiment began to shift from shock toward interpretation. Fans and critics alike debated whether Bieber's move would have long-term consequences or fade into the endless archive of viral moments. Some argued that controversy without context risks being remembered as spectacle rather than substance. Others countered that in the current era, spectacle is substance. Industry analysts compared the night to previous Grammy controversies, noting a clear evolution. Where past moments often sparked brief outrage, the 2026 ceremony sustained attention through layered narratives. The contrast between Bieber's visibility and Swift's absence created a tension that invited prolonged discussion, analysis, and reinterpretation. Meanwhile, streaming platforms, advertisers, and digital media outlets quietly benefited from the surge in engagement. Grammy-related content dominated recommendation algorithms, proving that controversy and curiosity remain powerful drivers of consumption. In that sense, the ceremony succeeded in one of its core objectives, staying relevant in an increasingly fragmented media landscape. As attention slowly began to move on, one conclusion remained clear. Grammy Awards 2026 was not defined by a single winner or performance, but by a convergence of choices that reflected how modern fame operates. Justin Bieber chose provocation. Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce chose absence. Both strategies worked, each in their own way, reinforcing the idea that control over narrative now lies firmly in the hands of the artists themselves. Long after the stage lights dimmed, the conversations persisted, cementing the ceremony's place in pop culture history. Grammy Awards 2026 will be remembered as a moment when tradition was challenged